For one thing, I think we need to have an offensive agenda. We need to sort of outline things, whether it's getting rid of Hyde altogether, or doing some of the things that the anti-choice community has done and chip away. Maybe we want to think about more things that are exempt from Hyde. That we want to add. So we need to have a proactive agenda. The leaders of the pro-choice caucus, of which I'm one, did meet with representatives of the White House and talk about our, well, actually more than disappointment over the high-risk pools and how that. I mean, we were never consulted about that.
How did that happen? Is that President Obama on his own?
I think there was a knee-jerk reaction to the. There was some demonstration or something in Pennsylvania, and so there was some thought that, well, this is a program that's short-lived, it will end. We'll just, we in the pro-choice caucus have done everything to try and make sure, even in legalistic ways, that we don't codify or expand Hyde. That that we draw right now at least a wall around it, a firewall around it. So we were very upset with that decision, on which we weren't even consulted. It was completely blindsided. And then, going forward, we have to talk about the implementation of the Nelson language in ways that are really not, that least restrictive as possible. And there are ways to do it.
Okay.
It's not too burdensome, but I can't tell you. And believe me, I go way back with Barack Obama. I served with him in the state legislature, and I know that he's pro-choice. But this decision was very hurtful to us and to a lot of, especially. I mean, think about the real life consequences. Obviously, these are women who have a serious pre-existing condition going into these high-risk pools. Pregnancy for them can be life and death, and so I think it was a bad decision, and that the process really was was bad. The consequences are bad, and that we can't let this happen again. And so we want to work with the all of our young feminists, all women and pro-choice men, to say, okay, so what is our agenda going forward? How are we going to take advantage of the fact that I believe we do have a pro-choice president now, and how are we going to increase our numbers in the House and do sensible and and to move the agenda forward? We're going to need a lot of help, but we're going to we've got to make this a real battlefront.